Good luck.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün İngiltere'de ilk 20, dünyada ise ilk 100'deki University of Birmingham'da eğitimi benden dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Wen, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zainab, and thank you for the IEFT's invitation. Merhaba, my name is Wen Hao. I'm the country manager for Turkey at the University of Birmingham. I'm very glad to join today and take this chance to share all the information about studying and living at the University of Birmingham. So many years ago, I myself was an international student in the UK, so experienced all this up and downs of being an international student in the UK, all these challenges you may face, but all this great experience you can expect to have. So I would like to share all this information and experience with you today. So for all of you who are joining us today, I believe you are now making this critical decision of your life of choosing a university. And there are so many universities in the world, and even just in the UK, we're talking about over 100 institutions with different sizes and the different rankings, and of course offer a range of different programs. So which university to choose that you'd like to spend 1 year or 3 years or more time of your life? So there are several factors I would recommend you to take into consideration when you make this important decision of your life, whether the university is a city-based or we got a proper university campus, and whether it's a big, large, or we say a complete university, or it's a relatively specialized small institution. What about the ranking? Where are these universities on the league table? And whether this university will offer the program or the subject that you're interested in studying. All these different aspects that as an international student specifically, that you would like to take into consideration when you make this decision. And today, in the next hour, I would like to talk through the University of Birmingham. What is the University of Birmingham? What courses we offer at the university? And do we offer any scholarships here? What the programs are like? And what is the ranking of the university? And also, if you would like to study at the University of Birmingham, what would be the entry requirements? And what would we offer to help you progress in your academic life and also prepare for your future career development. And apart from the university and apart from learning and studying, when choosing a university, you're also choosing a city or a place that you will spend, like I said, a year or longer time of your life. So how about the city of Birmingham? What the city looks like, whether it's a big one or a small one, and what does it like to live here at Birmingham? So I will cover all these 3 aspects in my sharing today. So first, let's start with an overview of the University of Birmingham. So what you can see on the screen now is the central part of the university campus. And at the very center of the picture, that is the clock tower at the very center of the campus, and with the nickname of Old Joe. It is also the highest freestanding clock tower in the world. It's not even one of the highest, it is the highest freestanding clock tower in the world. So we always tell our students that you do not need to worry about getting lost in Birmingham, because you can see where Old Joe is, and that's where the campus is. So some quick information about the University of Birmingham. The university, as the University of Birmingham, was founded back in the 1900s. And of course, there were a few departments and schools which were founded before that. But as a university in a whole, it was founded back in the 1900s. And it was also the ever first civic, or we call them the Red Brick University in England, which means students from all different backgrounds and religions were able to be accepted by the university on an equal basis. And Birmingham was the ever first university which introduced this equal acceptance standards. And also, if you have heard of the Russell Group universities, it is comparable to the Ivy League universities in the America. It's the group of 24 research universities in the UK, and represents the top level of research and academic excellence among all UK universities. And the University of Birmingham, together with the University of Cambridge, Oxford, and the other members, are one of the founding members of this Russell Group. Talking about the campus itself, we have a vast campus of over 1 square kilometers, and also it's very close to the city centre. We have a dedicated train station just on campus, and if you jump on the train after class from the campus, it only takes 7 minutes from the campus to the very city centre. And in the past over 100 years history, 11 of our professors and alumni have been awarded the Nobel Prize, including 4 in medicine, 3 in chemistry, 2 in physics, and 2 peace prizes. And that's what we are really proud of, our academic excellence that we offer at the University of Birmingham. And of course, during your time at the University of Birmingham, we are dedicated to preparing you for your future career development. And according to the most recent released Graduate Market High Flyers 2021 report, the survey has been conducted with the top graduate employers in the UK and asked them to rate which university, or the graduates of which university that the most likely that they would most like to target or to recruit or employ. And among all these universities, our graduates from the University of Birmingham has been rated as the most targeted by those top graduate employers in the UK. And in terms of ranking wise, we have been consistently ranked among the top 100 globally and the top 20 in the UK, and in many league tables 2015 in the UK. And again, that represents the top level of academics and teaching quality that we offer at Birmingham. In terms of the size, as I said, it's another factor that you might want to take into consideration. Birmingham is a rather large institution. In terms of the student population, we are actually the 4th largest student population in the UK, with over about 36,000 students overall, including about 10,000 international students from over 150 countries. And every year we welcome a large number of Turkish students at the University of Birmingham who will start their life here. And also, if you are particularly interested in studying medicine or business programs, we're very proud to say that the University of Birmingham is the ever first in the UK to incorporate a medical school within the university, and also to open a faculty of commerce, which is now the Birmingham Business School. So basically, the medical school and the business school at the University of Birmingham are the oldest or the ever first one among all UK universities. So here is another drawn view picture of what the campus looked like. So obviously we got all these traditional red brick buildings right at the center of the campus, and also surrounded by a bit newer high-tech buildings surrounding those red brick buildings. And also, apart from the teaching area, you can see we also have large football pitches and the sport fields here at the University of Birmingham as part of our campus, and which is just adjacent to our new sports centre, which I will give you more details later. So here at the University of Birmingham, you get every possible experience on campus in terms of focusing on your study and also enjoying your life or having a sport habit here. In terms of the ranking, as I briefly mentioned, we are consistently ranked among the top 100 globally and the top 20 in the UK. So in the most recent QS World University Rankings 2022, the University of Birmingham has been ranked the 90th globally and the 14th in the UK. And also in the Centre for World University Rankings, the CWR 21-22 ranking, we are also ranked at 79th globally and at the 8th in the UK. And for the subject level, in the Complete University Guide 2022, the university in general has been ranked 19th in the UK, but also 18 subjects have been ranked the top 10 in the UK. So it means when you choose the University of Birmingham, it's in general a world-leading university with guaranteed academic excellence, and also we are leading in this subject, in certain subject areas among all the universities in the UK. Here on this picture are the Birmingham heroes, or the 11 Nobel Prize winners, as I just mentioned. And you can see when we talk about the Nobel Prize, we're not only talking about some history stories, like back in 100 years' time, but actually the most recent Nobel Prize winners from the University of Birmingham were only back in 2016, both the winners of the Physics Prize and also the winner of the Chemistry Prize were the University of Birmingham professors and alumni. So that's why we are proud of how we keep making great contributions to the science development. So these are the general information about the University of Birmingham. I hope you now have already had a better idea of what the university is like, and in terms of the excellent academic quality here at the University of Birmingham. So if you do want to study at Birmingham, what courses that you may be able to choose here. So here at the University of Birmingham, we have 5 main colleges in arts and law, engineering and physical sciences, life and environmental sciences, medical and dental sciences, and the social sciences, including the business school. And within these 5, each of the 5 colleges, there are then individual schools, institutes, and the departments with different subject focuses. So either you're interested in law, or physics, or engineering, computer science, or you want to study in our oldest medical school or the business school, we have the program here to offer at the University of Birmingham from the foundation level, undergraduate level, postgraduate level, up to the PhD level of study. And also, as mentioned, among the range of subjects that we offer at the University of Birmingham, many of these subjects have been ranked within top 5 or top 10 in the UK. And here is the list of the selected subjects that have been ranked in top 10 in the UK, including Economy and Finance in the business school, and also chemical engineering, which is another one of the popular subjects for our students from Turkey, and also education, English language, and also materials science engineering, mathematics, and all sorts of different subjects across our 5 colleges. And if you would want to check the ranking information of the subject that you're particularly interested in, you can find the information on the individual course page when you search the course you'd like to study on the university website. So if you're interested in applying for the University of Birmingham, what entry requirements we would look for? So it depends on what level of study that you'd like to pursue. For foundation level of study, we will require your high school diploma, and with an overall score of 70 out of 100 at your year 12. So please note here that for high school diploma, we don't check your CGPA, so we don't really require your scores at year 9, 10, and 11. So we mainly look at your overall score at year 12 And if you're interested in studying foundation, we would require 70% as the overall GPA at your year 12. And of course, if you'd like to study mathematics or the engineering and physical sciences pathway leading to any of those engineering and science programs, you would need to achieve 70% in mathematics as well. So if you would like to be considered for the undergraduate programs directly, we also will accept the high school diploma from certain acknowledged schools. So of course, if you have been studying A-levels, IBs or APs, we can surely accept your results. But if you're only studying the high school diploma, we can also accept that. And again, we will only consider your scores at the year 12. So here on the right side of the screen, you can see the mapping table of what we would require from your high school diploma year 12 performance based on the different A-level grades we require for different programs. So for example, if this program requires AAA in A-level, it means you need to achieve 85% at your year 12 of your high school diploma. And of course, for some of the programs, we do require you to have completed a certain subject during your year 12 or have achieved the mathematics requirements equivalent to GCSE level, which is the grade 10 mathematics at your high school diploma that we would consider roughly as equivalent to the GCSE requirement. So if you have already completed your undergrad degree and would like to pursue your postgraduate level of study at Birmingham, then we would require a GPA of 3 out of 4 from recognized Turkish university to be considered for the postgraduate studies here at the University of Birmingham. So apart from the academic requirements, when you apply for a UK university, including the University of Birmingham, you also need to meet the English entry requirements. And again, that will depend on the level of study that you are pursuing. So we kind of categorize our programs into different groups. So if you're interested in applying for the undergraduate programs, it depends on which subject you apply for. You need to achieve IELTS 6 overall with 5.5 minimum in any band if you're applying for any of those science and engineering programs. And if you're applying for education or like international relations, you need to achieve 6.5 and no less than 6 in any band. And if it's law that you're interested in studying, you're required to achieve IELTS 7 with 6.5 in any band. So that's how we set our requirements. It's based on the course or the specific subject that you'd like to study. And you can find all this information on the individual course page that you'd like to apply for. And for postgraduate level of study, it's the similar way that we set the requirements. It's based on the subjects. So again, for engineering and science programs, most of the programs will require 6 and minimum 5.5 in any band. And for most of those business education programs, it's usually 6.5. But again, please do check the course page for the individual entry requirements, because some courses do require slightly higher IELTS given the popularity and the high level of competition for the program. And another question that I always get asked is about the tuition fee. Is that expensive to study at the University of Birmingham? So it again depends on which course you'd like to study on. So for most of those programs, as like the standard programs without specific requirement for laboratory access or for high-end equipment, the tuition fee per year is ranging from £19,000 up to about £20,000. That's the rough range for a standard postgraduate, undergraduate and postgraduate programs. And for those intermediate level, we're talking about 20,000 up to £23,000 per year. And for mainly engineering and science related programs, which requires the lab access and equipment, the tuition fee is about 23,000 up to 26,000, depending on the level of study. And here I'd like to just mention the band 4, which is a 42,000 per year. That is only applied to the medicine degree. And that's only applied for the year 3, year 4, and the year 5 if you're studying the highly competitive medicine program at Birmingham. So it's not applied to the other programs. And in terms of the cost of living at Birmingham, actually, as I briefly mentioned, we have a dedicated campus just outside of the city centre, which means you have the privilege of living very close to the city, but at a much more affordable price. So in terms of the cost of the living, here is a estimated living cost that we calculated based on kind of average expenses, and of course it depends on what kind of lifestyle you'd like to have. So roughly speaking, if you are staying at one of those self-catered university accommodation halls, we are talking about 9,000-ish per year to cover your essential living expenses. And if you're staying at a private accommodation, it's a similar 9K, slightly lower, but kind of similar 9,000 per year living cost, and that's for your rent and the standard level of food and laundry and all sorts of essential living costs. And the good news is we do offer scholarships for our international students, and particularly for students from Turkey here at the University of Birmingham. So we are currently reviewing our scholarship offerings at the in the different colleges for the 2022 intake. So what I've put here are what we have offered for the 2021 intake, and the chances are that we will repeat the offerings, but please do check back the website via the link that I provide on the screen for the further details once we publish the new scholarship policy for 2022. But like I said, these are the ones for 2021, but we'll give you an idea of what kind of scholarships you get here at Birmingham. So for Turkish students only, at undergraduate level, we would offer a Turkey Outstanding Achievement Scholarship based on your academic performance when you applied for the undergraduate program. And that, as I mentioned, based on your high school diploma results when you submitted the application. And that's for undergraduate only. And it also for undergraduate applicants who'd like to study law programs at Birmingham, you can also apply for our Llb scholarships, which is 3,000 per year. And if you do meet the requirement of 60% by the end of each year of your study, and you can get this 3,000 in your year 2 and year 3 of study here. And a similar undergraduate scholarship is for our students studying at the Engineering and Physical Science College. And also, you get 1,500 up to 3,000 for 1 year if you get into one of the programs in the college. And also, the award is continuous per year if the progression conditions are met. So for postgraduate programs, we mainly offer postgraduate scholarships at our business school, which is ranging from 2,500 up to the full tuition fee for international students joining us in September 2022. And if you're studying a postgraduate program at our College of Art and Law, then you will also be able to apply for this scholarship, which will cover the 1 year's full tuition fee, but at the home rates. So you only need to pay for the amount of the difference between the home tuition fee and the international fee. But in that case, we're talking about a roughly kind of half scholarship for these postgraduate programs. So here is the table which will give you a bit more detailed information about the undergraduate scholarships we offer at the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. Please note that you do not need to apply for these scholarships. It's basically reviewed and then awarded more automatically by deducting from your tuition fee if you meet the entry requirement for certain programs. And as I said, it's up to 3,000 for the first year, and this 1,500 achievement scholarship is renewable if you do meet the progression requirement, which is about 60 or 70 at the end of each year of your study. So you will continue being awarded this scholarship during your study at your undergraduate program. So these are about studying at the University of Birmingham, including the entry requirements, the tuition fees, living costs, and also any scholarship opportunities you may be able to apply for. Apart from all this studying, like I said, choosing university also means you're choosing a city that you'd like to live here for a year or 3 years or even longer. So is Birmingham the city for you? Here on the map, you can see where Birmingham is. It is right at the center of the whole England, with very easy access to London and the other large cities in the UK, such as Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield, and all sorts. So it is right. This central location means Birmingham is the hub of the road and railway networks in the UK, with a grand central train station right at the city centre, and also a Birmingham International Airport here in the city. And well, of course, before the pandemic, we got the direct flights between Istanbul and Birmingham, which means you just take the train from the campus, and in half an hour, you will arrive at the Birmingham International Airport and then take a direct flight back home. So that's how easy it is in terms of traveling in Birmingham and exploring different parts of the UK, and also traveling back to Turkey. And in terms of Birmingham, the city itself, it is the second largest city in the UK. So when you talk about the UK, people always mention London as the largest, the capital, but also crowded and a bit expensive to live in. Birmingham, as the second largest city in the UK, offers the similar level of city experience of large shopping malls, museums, concert halls, easy transportation and everything, but at a much, much more affordable price and a lovely living experience. And also, apart from being the second largest city, Birmingham is also the youngest city in Europe. About 40% of the population here in Birmingham is under 25 years old. And part of the reason is because actually 48% of our graduates from the University of Birmingham have chosen to stay here in Birmingham following their graduation to start their career here and settle off and start their life here. And that, in a way, reflects Birmingham as a vibrant and a charming city for the young people. And it is a city full of job opportunities and life opportunities for young people to start your life here after graduation. And here in Birmingham, we got the largest financial and creative districts in the UK outside of London. So again, that means opportunities for young people and for our students. And here in the city, apart from the university, you can also expect to have the first-class arts venues, the grand shopping malls, and the more than 500 restaurants, and some of those are Michelin restaurants, and all sorts of cafes, clubs, and bars, and live music halls and theatres, all these different aspects of life that you may want to explore during your time in the UK. You will find like minds and the right place to go here in Birmingham. It sounds so much like a modern and vibrant and busy city of Birmingham, but actually you got those quieter side of the city. So here on the picture, it also shows a corner of the city centre of Birmingham. It is actually the canal that runs through the city centre, and in Birmingham we've got more miles of canals than that in Venice. So on a sunny day here in Birmingham, you may enjoy a walk just alongside the canal, and it takes about half an hour if you walk along the canal from the campus to the city centre and enjoy all these views or a cup of coffee in one of those lovely shops beside the canal. So again, this city of Birmingham offers all these different types of experience. And here is the photo of the Grand Central train station, as I mentioned, with frequent trains to all these major cities and the small towns in the UK for you to explore the country during your time here. And also we got this very easy and well-connected tram system in the city, which will bring you to the different kind of suburb areas of Birmingham. And here's the glass of the shopping mall. And also in terms of the businesses, some of those actually now world famous companies and brands that are actually originated from Birmingham. So one of the examples is the Cadbury Chocolate. You might have definitely heard of this chocolate, but might not realize it is actually one of a Birmingham brands. The chocolate, the Cadbury Chocolate was originally started in Birmingham, and even today we got a Cadbury Chocolate Centre here in Birmingham that our students would like to visit and explore when they arrive here. And also in terms of the mini car, Birmingham is also the home of Mini, and the ever first Mini in the world was manufactured in Birmingham back in 1959. If you're a crazy football fan, then you don't want to miss the chance of watching a Premier League match during your time in the UK. And here in Birmingham, we got Aston Villa, and we also got the Wolves as part of the Premier Leagues, and with relatively easy access to their tickets. So you may not want to miss the chance of watch a match during your time here. So enough about the city. As I said, it's a large city, but with its beauty and with its quieter corners. And most importantly, it is so close to our campus. So on this photo, it shows you roughly where our campus is and how far it is from the city centre. So it is not in the city centre, which is usually a bit crowded and busy, but it is just outside of it with a dedicated large space for our students and staff to focus on your study and to have a safe and beautiful and quiet campus experience. So on our campus, we also have our very own university train station just on campus, which is the unique thing among all UK universities. It also means, as I mentioned, it only takes 7 minutes from the university train station to the city centre train station, and only half an hour from the campus to the Birmingham International Airport. So it is how well connected that our campus is when you study here. And also on campus, if you are not a city person and you don't really want to go out too much, actually on campus we got enough things for you to explore. We have our very own art gallery just on campus. It's called the Baba, and also the Geology Museum, and a dedicated concert hall, and also the botanical gardens. They're just on our campus as part of the university. And of course, you expect to spend the time in the libraries and the different learning centres across the campus. And the life-wise, we got 3 bank branches and a range of different shops, cafes and bars, hair salons, bookstore, and all different things that you need for your daily life. And these are all available on campus as a kind of one-stop shop. And of course, if you're enjoying football, we have our new sports centre just on campus with the outdoor sport grounds. So that's what the campus can offer here at the University of Birmingham. This picture shows our new central library at the University of Birmingham, which is just located opposite to the clock tower. And here are a few other pictures showing the different corners of the university. So on the top right, as you can tell, that's the university train station. As I said, it's not even called the University of Birmingham train station because that's the one and only among all UK universities. And on the right bottom, that's the dinosaur here in our geology museum that you may want to explore when you are here. And on the left side, you may see that where our concert hall is, and that's where we host lots of concerts and events on campus. And apart from all these facilities and venues, and another very important thing for you as an international student is to choose the right accommodation to stay. So at the University of Birmingham, we have 3 university villages and also a range of partner accommodations. Altogether, we provide over 7,000 rooms, and 70% of these rooms are en suite, which means you have your own toilet and the room for you yourself. And all these accommodations, including the partner accommodations, are within the 2 kilometers of the campus. So it's about 10 to 20 minutes walking distance from your accommodation to your teaching building. And also, when you choose the accommodation, you can choose whether you want to stay in those self-catered halls or at the halls with a meal plan, which means you can just top up your student ID card with a certain amount of money per week, and you can spend that money at any of those cafes, canteens, and restaurants on campus and get a 10% discount. For international students joining for the first year, we have an accommodation guarantee scheme, which means as long as you apply for the university accommodation by the 31st of July, you will be guaranteed with a university accommodation room for our first year international students. And of course, all these accommodations are provided with 24/7 security and support on campus. So here's the map which shows you where our accommodation halls are roughly located. So they're not at the center of the campus because that's where all the teaching buildings are, but they are just surrounding the teaching buildings with walking, like a 10-15 minutes walking distance to the teaching buildings. And in terms of the price for the accommodations, again, it depends on what type of the room that you'd like to have, ranging from the 90 or just under £100 per week up to 250 or £270 per week, including all the bills, including all the expenses, if you stay in a studio and apartment. So on the top left picture, that is one of the university-owned accommodation village, which is one of the most popular accommodation sites for our students, and that's called the Ville Village. It is very gorgeous and with this enviable location just beside of the lake on campus. So again, you may want to enjoy a walk just beside the lake or enjoy the lake view from the window of your accommodation room. And then that's how beautiful our accommodation villages are. And of course, all these accommodation rooms are fully equipped and you're fully supported by the accommodation and the security team. And another good news to share with you is at Birmingham, the city of Birmingham is going to host the 2022 Commonwealth Games, and several sports will be hosted actually just here at the Sports Centre of the University of Birmingham. So we are proud to be in the top 5 universities for sports in the UK. We got this new sports centre open in 2017, which are fully equipped and ready for over 50 different types of sports. We've got this Olympic standard swimming pool of 15-meter length, also the climbing walls, and that is also the entrance of the sports centre. And if you get the membership of the sports centre, you have also get the free access to a large number of fitness classes that are part of the sports centre offers. So, okay, of course, apart from focusing on your study, working hard and enjoying your life in the university and in the city, the whole time you spend at university is also to prepare you for your future career development. Here at the University of Birmingham, as mentioned, we're proud to be the #1 most targeted university by graduate employers. And also, according to the Complete University Guide 2019, we ranked the 5th in the UK for graduate prospects. And all this top performance by our graduates is because of the dedicated support, especially the dedicated international support we provide here at the University of Birmingham. So we got a careers team that based in each of our 5 colleges, and then within each career team, we got the career consultants, the advisors, employability advisors, and also the internship officers to help you secure a internship or placement opportunities during your undergraduate study mainly. And also the career team will host bespoke events, including recruitment fairs, workshops, and also events specifically for your subject area. For our undergraduate students specifically, we offer something called the Personal Skills Award. It is an employability program, which means you will be supported by a range of graduate recruiters, and you can develop and articulate your skills for the real world recruitment. All you need to do is to join a range of different skills sessions, courses, modules, and all sorts, and you will get all these boxes ticked to achieve the Personal Skills Award. And if you have set up your mind to exploring entrepreneurship opportunities and set up your own business, we also have a B enterprising team here at the University of Birmingham that provides specialized advice and support for you to prepare to start your own business after graduation. And here are just a few examples of the employers that our graduates have got their job at. And you, of course, will be one of those graduates that we're very proud of. And here at the University of Birmingham, we got over 250 student societies within our student union called the Guild of Students. You can either, of course, join the student societies of your subject areas, such as the Society of Computer Science, or you can, of course, look for the like minds and join the clubs which you can enjoy or build up a new hobby like the baking society. So it's completely up to you, and we do highly recommend our international students to join the student clubs and enjoy a good time here during your study and meet friends during your time here. So I think I've talked an awful lot today about the University of Birmingham and about the city of Birmingham. I do hope some of your questions have been answered, and I do hope I've covered most of the information that you're keen to find out. So thank you very much for joining us today. I can see that I've got quite a few questions in the chat box. I will take the time now to answer any of the questions here. So thank you, Seda, for the question. Is foundation program compulsory for everyone, even we have an IB diploma from Turkey? The answer is no. So basically, foundation program is for international students who need a bit extra time to prepare for their undergraduate study at the University of Birmingham. So it's not compulsory, of course, if you have met the direct entry requirement for the undergraduate programs that you'd like to apply for. So it's not compulsory, and it's only required if you need extra time to prepare, and if you, of course, haven't met the requirement for the direct entry to the undergraduate programs. Can we apply to UOB directly without UCAS if we apply only to UOB? Thank you, Ada, for your question. We only accept undergraduate applications via UCAS. So I know on UCAS you are eligible to choose 5 universities, and actually you can choose, of course, less than 5 universities if you have been determined to apply only for the University of Birmingham, but we only accept these applications from UCAS. So you still need to submit the application via UCAS as the platform. Is it possible for credit transfer from a Turkish university? Thank you for this question. Well, I just say it's case by case, but in most scenario, we don't usually accept credit transfer. So basically, we mainly accept students to join us either, of course, for the postgraduate, for the full length of the postgraduate program, or from the year 1 of the undergraduate study. We, on a relatively rare basis, we accept students for advanced entry, which means you may start from like year 2 of the undergraduate if you have demonstrated excellent academic performance in a different university overseas, and the academic tutors are confident that you should have covered all the required modules at year 1 here at the University of Birmingham. But that's in a quite rare situation. So I would take no as the answer here. But if you do believe that you get a good case here, you may want to submit applications, which will then be referred to the relevant academic tutors to review and make the final decision. Is it possible to do top-up for a student who holds an associate degree from a Turkish university? Thank you for this question. I think it's a relatively similar one. We don't really run top-up program for overseas students. If I understand your question correctly, like you only want to do perhaps 1 year at Birmingham as a top-up degree, the answer is actually no. So we do expect students to spend the full length of the degree program here, unless you're from one of our partner institutions overseas, so you're eligible to progress to our year 2 or even year 3 of study based on the progression agreements between the two universities. But apart from that, in all the other scenarios, we don't really run any top-up or advanced entry opportunities. Is application deadlines flexible? Thank you for this question. So it depends on what level of study you're applying for. For postgraduate programs, the applications for the new intake usually starts on the 1st of October. So for 2022 intake, applications have been started from the 1st of this month. You can now feel free to search for the course that you'd like to apply for and just click the Apply Now button on the course page, which will direct you to the application system of the university. That's for the postgraduate program, and the deadline for postgraduate programs is usually the 1st of July of each year for international students. But please note, for some of those highly popular programs, we may close the applications earlier than the 1st of July. So we do recommend early applications in the cycle. For undergraduate programs, we follow the key days of the UCAS, which means we would recommend you to submit your UCAS application before mid-January as the equal consideration deadline for UCAS. We would still accept applications after that if we do have slots and space in certain programs, but there's no guarantee here. So if you're applying for undergraduate program, I would say as early as possible before mid-January. Can we take English preparation year at the University of Birmingham? Thank you for this question. So at the University of Birmingham, we do have English preparation courses, or we call them the English for Academic Purposes programs. So based on your current English level, the program can be as long as up to 42 weeks or as short as just 6 weeks if you're just like 0.5 IELTS below the requirements. So if you want to take a longer English course, it is feasible, and we do offer a roughly 1 year length of English preparation course at the University of Birmingham. But it's based on your current English level and your current IELTS results, and you can get the information on our university website when you search for the pre-sessional English courses. Do you suggest homestay or dorms? Oh, that's an interesting question. Thank you for that. So I would say it's actually a quite personal choice. It depends on what kind of lifestyle you'd like to have. We do, as I mentioned, have 3 university accommodation halls and also partner accommodations where most of our international students will choose to stay. And it also means you have the opportunity to mingle with students from the UK and from all over the world who stay in the same accommodation apartment or in the same accommodation hall with you. It's easier for you to make friends with your fellow students here from all over the world. And of course, for homestay, it means you will have access to a local family and also be able to perhaps get access to the local lifestyle. But of course, in that case, you need to find the host of the homestay who would like to accept you and keep you to stay there during your study at the University of Birmingham. So it's relatively different lifestyle. And again, I think it is your personal choice of what kind of lifestyle you'd like to have. Can international students do internship while study? Thank you for this question. The answer is yes, that's definitely. It depends on what kind of internships that we're talking about. For some of our undergraduate programs, we have placement year embedded as part of your program. So instead of being a 3-year program, you can choose to study on those 4-year program with an extra placement year between your year 2 and your final year. And in that case, if you secure a placement or internship opportunity, you will leave the university and spend the whole year working full-time as the placement year. So that's also a great way to prepare you for your future career development and job hunting after graduation. So alternatively, if you would like to still focus on your studying and don't have those placement year embedded in your course, you can still do like part-time jobs or internships during your study. As an international student, because you're holding a UK student visa, it means you can only work up to 20 hours per week, which is allowed as part of your student visa. And here at the University of Birmingham, we work with a partner called WorkLink, which is the platform that will advertise all different kinds of part-time job opportunities, either at the university, like as a student ambassador or as an intern for different departments and offices within the university, or locally in Birmingham, any part-time or short-term work opportunities. So these are all available at WorkLink as the platform. And these are for our students to explore and apply for all different kinds of job opportunities. Are scholarships available from the foundation programs? Thank you for the question. So again, like I said, we review our scholarship offerings every year. So we did provide a scholarship for foundation students. I think last intake, whether we will offer any scholarship, especially scholarship for students from Turkey for 2022 intake, I would recommend you to check on our website for any updated information. I'll send you the link for our foundation programs, but I don't think we offer scholarship, but you may want to double check for foundation programs. I've put the link here for you to explore further information. I think that's all from the questions. I hope I didn't miss any.
Yes, Van, thank you very much for your answers. Also, could you please share an email address on the chat box so that the participants can direct a contact?
Oh, yes. You know what? Actually, I jumped onto the questions before the last page. So here on the screen, you can see my contact details, my email addresses, and also please do feel free to follow the University of Birmingham on our social media platforms. I will type my email address here again if you would like to get in touch directly with me.
Yes, thank you very much for your great presentation, Van. It was another awesome session.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for your time. And so, as I said, if you have any further questions or if you'd like to check any further information, please do feel free to email me directly. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much again. And we believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And also I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Birmingham ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için chat kısmında paylaşılmış olan e-mail adresinden Ven'e ulaşabilirsiniz. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Ayrıca alttaki webinarımıza da katılımlarınızı bekleriz. Thank you very much again, Wen. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you very much.
Take
See
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.